Hey everyone, this video is going to go over the assignments for the Week 8 module. So if you look at the subtabs in this section, you'll see that there are two assignments for this week. First is Week 8 Assignment 1 reference entries and Week 8 discussion, right? So I want to go over both of those just a little bit so that you have a good idea of what is expected of you, especially for that first assignment. So the first one is Week 8 Assignment 1 reference page entries. So when you go to that assignment, you're going to see the explanation there. And, I promise you, we really are not writing a research paper in this class. What I've done, though, is I have compiled the information for 6 different types of sources. So you'll see that there is a book that has only one author, and I give you all the information that you need to create a reference entry for that source. It's not all in the right order. It's not formatted as a reference entry, but I have provided you with all the information you need to do one. A book that has at least 2 authors, an online journal article with 1 author, a print journal article with more than 1 author, information from a website with an author, and information from a website without an author, right? So those 6 types of sources, I've given you all the information you need for each one. What you are going to do is create the reference entry for each of those sources and then create a APA formatted reference page, right? So you'll have references at the top. You'll have the 6 sources listed alphabetically. It'll be double spaced. You'll have the hanging indent. It should look just like it would look if it was truly a reference page at the end of an essay. Pay attention. You've got a book that has only 1 author and a book that has at least 2 authors. Those are print books, and that makes a difference. When you go to look up how to create a reference entry for a book, make sure that you're using the format for a print book, not an e-book, like an online book, because there are differences in how they're formatted. An online journal article with 1 author. So make sure that you're using the format for an online journal article, because the next source that I give you is a print journal article. And again, there are slight differences in how the 2 are formatted. The website with an author, and then you should be able to find that information, using the websites that I told you about, apa.org and the Purdue Online Writing Lab, or, Word will probably help you with that citation as well. And then the last one, information from a website without an author. This is where those slides from that PowerPoint are going to help you because it's not easy to find how to do that entry in any kind of handbook that you might find. So use those PowerPoint slides to help you with that entry. So you don't have to go out and do any of the legwork. I've already provided you with all the information you need for each source. You just now have to take that information and create a proper APA formatted entry for it. And then take all 6 of them and create a properly formatted reference page. All right. If you have any questions about it, let me know, but definitely use the handout and the PowerPoint and the websites that I told you about in the PowerPoint. Use those to your advantage, and just remember, this is just plugging information in where it's supposed to go. You have all the information you need. Now just figure out how to put it into a properly formatted entry. If you have any questions, let me know. Otherwise, I'm hoping that this is just good preparation for whenever you might need to do a research essay of your own. The second item for homework is the Week 8 discussion, of course. So this discussion, when you get there, has to do with taking essay tests. So next week in Week 9, we're going to be looking at how to prepare for in-class essay tests. And honestly, a lot of the information that we're going to talk about can be applied to any type of testing situation, but we will specifically be doing an in-class essay test at the end of the quarter. So what I'm asking you to do is describe your past experiences with test taking. I don't need you to list every single experience you've ever had, but just in general, are there certain types of tests that you seem to do better on? Is it really more about the type of class that helps you do better on exams compared to other types of classes that you take? Just your general experiences with taking tests and different types of tests even. And then the next part is, what are some study habits that you use to prepare for tests and exams? And be pretty detailed in your answer here. And if you don't really have a go-to study method, what are some questions that you might have for someone who typically does pretty good on tests, right? Like, what would you want to know? And just what are your strengths and weaknesses when it comes to preparing for a test? So don't forget that your answer to those questions, your answer to my prompt, is due by Thursday night at 11:59, and please don't forget to respond to 2 of your classmates by Sunday at 11:59 p.m. If you have any questions about the discussion or about the first assignment, feel free to let me know. Otherwise, I am very much looking forward to reading your responses for the discussion. So good luck on that.